express now stable. No job, no food, no go on the table. No just for the poor. Once you not get no money, rest assured your kids can go. No opportunity for the youth. Instead of helping body, breaking poverty on the youth. Tell me why the people vote you for. You treating the people I hate to say you got no love. It's a rescue. I just wanna ask you one question, that who you give the rescue? You not give him the people what they want, then you say you give the rescue. Let me ask you, Mr. Rescue, the people say not like you. You say you are going to change things, but we not seeing changes. Promises you made you and your rescue team. We not seeing changes. You made the whole country divided into two. CDC and Unity Party, they can't conclude. You downsizing, you wish hunting. Now on the top of the Liberian people suffering. You downsizing, you wish hunting. Now on the top of the Liberian people suffering. Tell me who you rather give the rescue now. You and your rescue team. I say, oh, it's a rescue. I just wanna ask you one question, now who you give the rescue? You not give him the people what they want, then you say you give the rescue. Let me ask you, Mr. Rescue, the people say not like you. That's what yama 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 yama. But we not seeing changes. Promises you made you and your rescue team. We not seeing changes. You made the whole country divided into two. CDC and Unity Party, they can't conclude. You downsizing, you wish hunting. Now on the top of the Liberian people suffering. You downsizing, you wish hunting. Now on the top of the Liberian people suffering. Tell me who you rather give the rescue now. You and your rescue team. I say, oh, it's a rescue. I just wanna ask you one question, now who you give the rescue? You not give him the people what they want, then you say you give the rescue. Let me ask you, Mr. Rescue, the people say not like you. That's what yama 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 yama. You wish haunting, now on the top of the Liberian people suffering. You downsizing, you wish haunting, now on the top of the Liberian people suffering. Tell me who you rather give the rescue now. You and your rescue team. I say, oh, it's a rescue. I just wanna ask you one question, now who you give the rescue? You not give him the people what they want, then you say you give the rescue. Let me ask you, Mr. Rescue, the people say not like you. That's what yama 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 yama.
Okay. A very terrible news for Liberia. A very sad news for the Republic of Liberia. The U.S. government is warning her citizens, citizens in Liberia and those planning to travel to Liberia to be very careful. According to them, the country is unsafe.
Tell me who you rather give the rescue now.
The issue of armed robbery and all other issues relative to health, insecurity,
who you give the rescue.
Are amongst issues listed by the U.S. government in cautioning their citizens to stay very alert when they are visiting Liberia or in Liberia. This is as a result of the level of political aggression we keep witnessing from the government of Liberia. The U.S. government is also warning her citizens to be very cautious about the country because, according to them, anytime people can protest, and when people are protesting, government can use tear gas and other use of force can be applied. And so this is terrible for our country to be flagged by the United States like this.
I just want to ask you one question now.
It's very concerning. The report came up a few minutes ago.
Do not give him the people what they want.
A few minutes ago, the report came up on the U.S. Embassy website.
The people say not like.
Go to the United States Embassy website. You will find a travel advisory for Liberia, informing their citizens that Liberia, this country, is in trouble. Whenever Alexa and I say the country is in trouble, don't doubt. We say these things and the partners are following. You yourself know the country you living in. You yourself know how AFL man, you know, they say die in case 8 times. I mean, shoot you say 8 times in the head. You yourself know how the AFL soldier got missing. Officer Sir Harris of the Armed Forces of Liberia got missing. Up to now, they don't find him yet. The embassy been following all of these issues, and so they are informing that people, when you leaving from your house, make sure you do it in the day. They are cautioning their citizens not to leave their homes in Liberia during the night hours. According to the embassy, this country is not safe.
Give him the people what they want.
Alexa will read the report.
Let me ask you,
the second topic will be looking deeply into the 72nd eviction. The Armed Forces of Liberia has some of their military men today putting barbed wires around the 72nd community, where the 72nd barracks used to be. We are told that the Liberian army trying to reclaim their property. What kind of decision is it? We're going to look into that particular topic. We believe there should be another way around it. That piece of land is not the only place the military can use, owing to the fact that since the war, the Liberians have been residing there. The city has gone closer to that particular area. Residential structures have been built around the barrack. The main barrack land is being surrounded by residential properties. Normal lives, you know, have been improved and built around the area. The place is no longer suitable for military activity. People-centered will decide, you know, to legitimize the ownership through payment and use the fund to subsequently relocate the military to a more ideal area, a place that will give the military the ample time and the very opportunity to do their military duties. But we will jump into the conversation during the course of the program. Until then, those of you playing the cash giveaway should be reminded that you still stand a chance to win $7,500 on the platform. The more you play, the better your chances are. All you gotta do is to keep dialing *255 *1#. *255 *1#. For those of you who are Lone Star Cell MTN users, in the coming days, hopefully next month, the Orange users will be having the chance to also play using Orange Money right here on the platform. So we're going to take our break to bring you Crime Stoppers Liberia. By the time that is done, we bring you Win Liberia. Alexa will have 1 or 2 seconds to talk about Orange. And then we rumble into the issues making the news in the country, beginning with the travel adversary against our country, Liberia. Very, very damaging report. A very, very terrible report for the country. Unless I'll read it, I will interpret what the U.S. Embassy is trying to say about our country. The country is in trouble. Let's take a break to be right back.
It's a rescue.
Stopping ground for all our Crime Stopper. The people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper. Stopping ground and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia. From the center to interior. Crime Stopper. Keeping us safe. The stopping ground for all our.
Crime Stopper Liberia is your community crime fighting partner. Don't take the law into your own hands. Remember, if you see a crime, report it. This is a message from your own self, Old Man Sam Cyan.
Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia. From the center to interior, Crime Stopper. Keeping us safe, they're stopping crime for all of our. Crime Stopper. The people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper. Stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia. From the center to interior, Crime Stopper. Keeping us safe, they're stopping crime for all of our.
Okay, all right. So welcome back to the program Freedom Hub on 87.9. Alexa, good afternoon. And Welcome.
Good afternoon, Oliver. And I would like to say good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all of you following today's presentation of Freedom Hub on 87.9 FM. And of course, this is the biggest thing to happen to Liberia at about this time. I missed saying this so much in the past. And of course, I'm really happy that I'm back to saying the biggest thing to happen to Liberia at about this time. We have a lot to talk about. Yesterday, we had a couple of things to talk about. And at a point in time, it was an emotional moment where we had, an update, unfortunate one from Brawlville. However, today we have something that is, I don't want to say more unfortunate rather, something that's interesting, I think, and something that's really dramatic, something that's discouraging. We're going to talk about that as well.
Very bad news.
Yeah, it is bad news.
Very sad for our country.
And
this is a disgrace to the country.
Imagine
It's
all
disgraceful
these,
to the
all
country.
these different updates
You know,
are taking us downhill.
Yesterday it was 7
It's-
person raping one boy, 7 men raping one boy, sodomizing him.
Today it's
And yesterday the report on Liberia being the 112th hungriest country.
in the world.
Then today the U.S. embassy warning her citizens, coming to Liberia to be very careful. Alexa will read all of the
So
report.
it is a whole lot. Imagine yesterday we should have started with something really good. But again, when you don't have good news, you're not going to talk about good news.
That's what we said.
We're just reporting things
Give us good news. We talk about good
as
news.
they unfold. We don't go about looking for these bad stories. No, we update you as these stories unfold. So I guess that's why we're here, and we're going to talk about more.
And so the fire service guys should go to red light. Red light is on fire as we speak. A portion of red light is on fire. The fire started ever since from one mattress, store thing. We're told that the fire is escalating. We're hoping the fire service will run there to do something about it. Wow, I mean, it's
That's
terrible.
what's gonna happen.
We want to talk good news in the country. We can find some.
You just getting all the updates.
Yeah.
But I know God is here, and as we're managing ourselves, we're also going to share these different stories with you, our audience, because some of you do not follow the daily happenings, and some of you do not really get updated. That's one of the reasons Freedom Radio Liberia is here, and we're now on Freedom Hub to talk about these different things that are happening in Liberia.
Good.
Now, I also like to tell you about Orange Liberia. My boss says 2 seconds.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe it'll be less than that. But Orange Liberia still has, this personalized data thing that has been introduced to all of us Orange's valued customers. So all you need to do as a subscriber of Orange Liberia, dial *500#, and you're going to have a data that is really tailored for you, something that good for you in simple Liberian English. The one that you're able to handle, and the one Orange Liberia giving you. Also, Orange Liberia still has this jump on demand. That is, there are different things on sale, and if you're going to go there, they're very affordable. You have phones, smartphones, you have tablets, and a lot more as well there. And of recent, people have been complaining about the usage of their data. So Orange Liberia is saying to you, there are different things you need to do to manage your data bundles, not to be in a moment where the time you won't use it, at the time you can finish. So there are different apps on your phone. Make sure you check these apps, especially these background apps, that they're not there and downloading automatically. So check that out, your phone setting, and you're going to know exactly what's happening. Continue using Orange Liberia, and this personalized bundle for me, I love it so much because it is tailored just for you. So far, so good.
Okay, so Alexa will go and run for the statement from the U.S. Embassy, warning American citizens who are in Liberia or who intend to travel to Liberia about the status. The other people will say the status of our country.
Yeah.
It is very terrible, sad news. Let's pray for our country. That's all I can say. All we can ask is for all of us to pray for our country. It is very terrible that the world is looking at us as an area, as a no to go area. That's how the US is looking at Liberia. When you have the report, let me know.
Yep.
Yes, so
I
Alexa will read
do.
it for you. Alexa will read it for you. So go ahead, Alexa, quickly.
So this is from the U.S. Embassy in Liberia, and it is on their website, by the way. And it is a travel advisory Liberia, December 2025, and it has extended to, of course, this time. It says there was no change to the advisory level. The health risk indicator, the health risks, sure,
Yeah, go ahead. Good.
was added. Advisory summary was updated. So you have travel advisory Liberia, level 2, exercise increased caution. Exercise increased caution.
So last year, the year before, 2024, the travel advisory to Liberia, meaning the warning, it did not change. In fact, what has happened is that for last year, they have added health.
Yeah, it is added now.
They have added health caution to the travel advisory. So the things that were happening last year did not change. The bad things that were happening in the country last year, like 2024, those things did not change. So they have added health caution to it. Go ahead.
So it says exercise increased caution in Liberia due to crime, unrest, and health. So crime, violent crime, such as armed robbery, are common in urban areas, crowded markets, and public beaches.
Okay, so violent crime, according to the U.S. Embassy advisory. So they categorize the whole advisory into 3 different components. CUH.
Crime, unrest, and health.
Crime, unrest, and health. So under crime, there's a violent crime.
Yeah. Armed robbery
are
common in urban areas.
Very common in urban areas.
In the city,
the people say armed robbery. And armed robbery now on the job with a gun. They get jumped from on the motorway. They get them from the motorway to the junction. 2-3 men jump behind her. They take her whiff cap, take her handbag, put knife to her throat, say your iPhone all your life. She get her iPhone. They chop her. Women leaving from Monrovia, Central Monrovia, going to their house at Dubo Road. They get to Dubo Road Junction. They got to take their phone from their bag and put their phone, and put their phone all the way. These are indicators. And all of these things happening, the Americans are not blind. They know these things are happening. They know people are being robbed. Mother Nemo died at Barnaville Junction. May also rest in peace, because she got brutally killed by criminals. People are dying on a daily basis. Motorcyclists are dying on a daily basis. People are brutalizing people on a daily basis, stealing from them. So the Americans are asking their citizens to be very cautious. Under what? Under crime. Go ahead.
Under crime, it says local police lack the resources to respond effectively to serious crimes.
Simple. Now, here is the good thing about it. Local police lack real logistics to go after crime. The truth of the matter is, local police officers there is availability of some resources to fight crime, but they are not interested. What they are interested in is to set up the checkpoints in the day. Clay and Kerry Street, checkpoint.
Everywhere.
Clay and Madonna Street, checkpoint. The other street and the other street, checkpoint. Boosie Quarter and UN Drive, checkpoint. Jarlaton, Capital Bapa, checkpoint. Salvation Army City Hall, checkpoint. 9th Street, next head office, checkpoint. Checkpoints to 24th Street, 64th Street, 34th Street, 180th Street, checkpoint all over the city in the day, only for taxi drivers and Gregory Como LTM, Labrador Traffic Management people, to get their ticket money, and by the time it is darkness, all the other checkpoint there, they go sleep, leaving the citizens of our country at the mercy of the motorbike rogues, at the mercy of the armed robbers, at the mercy of those who can get the knives in their hand and threatening to get them for their iPhone 13 Pro Max, 17 Pro Max, and they get them, be putting it all in their clothes because they're afraid to die. Go ahead.
If traveling outside the capital city of Monrovia, try to finish your trip during daylight hours.
When you're traveling, the American government asking their citizens, when you're in Monrovia, and maybe you got business to do in Kakata, or in Fender, or somewhere else, do it in the way where you will come back in a day. Don't be there until in the net, because we can't guarantee what will happen to you in the net. That's the implication.
It's safer to avoid travel at night due to safety and security concerns.
It's better to travel in Liberia in the day than to travel in the night. This is what the Americans are saying about our country. This is what the Americans are saying. I mean, they're saying about our country. You know why? We spend bulk of the time suffering our police officers to keep certain checkpoints unnecessarily. Some of the checkpoints are unnecessary. Put checkpoints so. So at the end of the day, you are stressing the small manpower you have at the police. So the important thing doing there, and the railway, what they can put around, and the robot in there. Yeah, they finish money all how to call it? Cone. Oh yeah, the cone. They finish putting all the stuff around, money it in the night. They go home because the men finish working 12 hours. They can't work again. So the men go home. You don't have sufficient manpower to run the night shift. You're misusing the police force. Running behind motorbikes. Every 10 lepo get one police checkpoint where they got come. You drive from here, that one what they call. Yeah, what the people saying? The people say their citizens should not patrol around in the country in the night because the country ain't safe. Our police supposed to reserve their energy so that in the night they can patrol. And most of them patrol in the night. In the day they be sleeping while the few of them monitoring situation. Then in the night, the bulk of them who are sleeping, they start to patrol. But in that, our policemen are only concerned about racing police ticket, traffic violation ticket for Liberia traffic management to get money. Then they share some of the money with the other border who getting some of the money in the system. Later, the Americans are warning their citizens how tourism will flourish now. Go ahead, let's start. I don't want to start the conversation.
So that was for crime.
For crime.
Now
crime.
We go to unrest.
Mm-hmm.
Unrest. Demonstrations occur regularly. They have on occasion resulted in violence or use of tear gas by authorities.
People go to demonstrate in the place.
Mm-hmm.
The Americans are saying demonstration can happen at plenty time. To the point where blind people in all.
I experienced that one with ministerial
to the point where blind people in all.
God.
Our visually impaired and persons living with disability, POWs. I mean, how you go PODs. Persons living with disabilities. There's old people protesting to the point where there's old people start protesting in this country. At the ministerial complex, the visually impaired and some of the disabled people were protesting. They fire tear gas on crippled people, blind people. They fire tear gas on them. The man already blind, you putting tear gas in your eye. They went to the executive mansion to call on President Baka to sack the man over them because the man was alleged to be corrupt. They fired tear gas. The police started dragging one of the blind men on the ground. To the point that other blind people started fighting the police because the man can see and you are maltreating him. He will fight to defend himself. The embassy is warning that this country is a country where protests can happen anytime. If you're going to Liberia, be careful. Warning their citizens to be extremely careful on how to come to the country. That Americans report we're reading. Go ahead.
Still under unrest.
Unrest.
Large-scale demonstrations related to the local political situation may occur with little notice. Demonstrations may disrupt transportation and other essential services. Because
of the political nature and the high political tension in the country, the Americans are informing their citizens that anytime in that country people can protest. Anytime people can protest. Anytime people can protest. Go ahead.
Now we move to health.
On the health.
Health, it says the health infrastructure in Liberia is inadequate.
It's inadequate.
Health services, hygiene, and quality control do not meet U.S. standards of care.
The kind of health system is not meet U.S. standard and care.
Mm-hmm. It says pharmacies are not well regulated. Locally available medications may be unsafe.
The medicine where the people taking in that country is not safe. The pharmacy there, people not looking after it correctly. People ain't checking it to know whether the medicine where they expire, whether the medicine where they're supposed to sell it in Liberia. So when you go to that country, you'll be very careful the kind of medicine where you take. The Americans informing and advising their citizens about our country. Go ahead.
Medical services for routine and emergency procedures are limited.
Okay.
Health facilities are available in major cities.
They say for routine and medical, you know, for medical services and routine and emergency procedures are limited. And the last time what happened in Nikutan, Alexa?
Redemption Hospital.
Redemption Hospital. What happened there? A pregnant woman gave birth right outside the hospital fence, only because we are told she could not find $300 Liberian to register. And so nurses could not open the hospital for the woman to go give birth inside. She gave birth outside. There are multiple reports of people giving birth outside in this country. The other lady in Kakata, Alexa,
at Reni,
her father went to the hospital. How much the charge? 14,000 or 13,000? Some kind of money.
And they didn't have all the money.
They made her 10,000, and it was I mean, I don't 3,000 left or something else was maybe 16,000. But it was under 20,000 the total money. He had 10,000. He said, "You treat my daughter, I will find the other money." The hospital could not afford. I mean, they could not provide treatment for the lady, although the father had 10,000 that he was willing to pay up front. The man got to come Kakata, pass around. When he finally got the money to return to the hospital, it was late. So even when they went to initiate the operation, the lady could not survive. She died. That's how terrible the health sector is in our country. And we had a show, yeah, about the woman who died in Kakata because her pa could not pay all of the money the hospital demanded. Government hospital. Another lady gave birth in Niku Town because she could not pay one small money that it needed. She had to give birth right outside Niku Town hospital. And all of these things will be saying on the radio. You know, people, y'all think say we what they call, the people are following. They're following. And that's why in the report they say they are limited. Emergency treatment unlimited. Yeah, I mean they are limited rather. They are limited.
Procedures are limited.
They are limited. Meaning they are not available that way. They are not affordable. People cannot access them easily. All of these things are happening in the country where we're supposed to be under the rescue tree. Go ahead.
Health facilities are available in major cities.
Okay.
It may be harder to find adequate health care in rural areas.
Advising the people, be careful that country you're going to.
You're going out of
the hospital, they're not plenty there.
For your own thing in your pocket.
Go ahead.
Public medical clinics lack basic resources and supplies.
Yeah.
I agree. Redemption
people give birth outside in Kakata. The man daughter died because he could not find the full money. Go ahead.
So overall, they have a review of, you know, the health section of the travel guidance on. So it says, U.S. government employees are prohibited from traveling outside the capital or between counties after dark due to the safety and security risk.
You are prohibited from traveling
as a U.S. government
employee. As a U.S. government employee. If you work here with the embassy or you're a government official visiting Liberia, you are prohibited from traveling outside of the capital or between counties after dark due to safety and security risks. Our country is not safe. That's what the Americans are saying. That their citizens should not, their officials, the U.S. government employees in the country, they should not leave the capital in the dark. In the net. Maybe in Basel, they late. They say you come here. They say don't do it. It is risky for their citizens. That the country, President Biden said tourism will boom. Do you know where people go to read to before making decision to travel to any country? This report is terrible. Alexa will complete it. Go ahead.
So they're saying the only exception is travel to and from Roberts International Airport.
The only time they say you must travel if it's so urgent, meaning
you're going straight to RIA.
Yeah, maybe you're so like emergency, you gotta run away, you know, to go to the airport. That one you can, from RIA to the airport you can go, because I want to only play where the airport is.
So
that's the only place the airport is. Yeah, the hospital charged 21,000 and the old man had 10,000. They could not allow it. Go ahead.
Finally, they're saying U.S. citizens in Liberia are advised to take the same precautions.
So besides those of the U.S. citizens who are visiting Liberia
and employees
and the employees,
well.
government employees who are also visiting, who are also, you know what they call, they're saying if you in Liberia and you got U.S. citizenship and you live in here, be careful too, because this advice is for you. What the Americans see, we do not see. They training the American men and get in the country, our policemen not get it. Maybe the kind of thing that our can see, our can see it. When they're advising the citizens to be careful, man water in Jalatan, you gotta be careful. Unless there are other issues there the road.
So
yeah, there are other issues the road.
Is it?
Let's complete the whole report.
So they have a review.
If you want to read the report, go to lr.usembassy.gov. Go ahead.
Are you talking about these ones?
Carry a copy of your passport if you decide to travel to Liberia.
Okay.
Then you go to the third bulletin.
Just a minute. 1, 2, 3. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Carry a copy of your passport and visa. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Leave originals in your hotel.
Yeah.
Do not display signs of wealth like expensive watches or jewelry.
The people saying carry
is stealing from you.
Yes. The people say carry your passport and visa if applicable.
But not the original. Though.
But you want to leave the original one in your hotel. Wow. Because it is possible you put your passport in your smaller wallet or your smaller bag.
And someone's going to.
They are saying
that.
They may jack it and you will lose your original passport. The second thing they said, do not display signs of wealth.
Expensive watches.
Like expensive watches and the gold chain, all that thing. They say don't put it on you because you try it, you don't get yourself.
Your nipple is
a minute away. Also, your gold chain, your gold ring, your everything will also hit because the country is unsafe.
Do not physically resist any robbery attempt.
When the men are stealing from you, don't fight and put it in the air. That's what the Americans are saying. The Americans are telling their citizens.
This is funny and serious.
The Americans are telling their citizens, if the men are jacking your phone, when they put a knife to your throat, say, hey, your money on your phone. Your money on your phone, your money on your bag. Bro, you try dunking you. When the men are doing nothing to you, put it in the air.
Else.
They said, do not resist what?
Robbery. Do not.
Can you imagine?
And they're also saying they can steal your team.
Help me small.
They can steal your team and you put your hand up.
When they're stealing, the Americans are telling their citizens, say, in Liberia, you go there is a likelihood they will steal from you. When they're stealing from you, put your hand up. Do not resist robbery.
Hand your materials over on the silver plate.
If they want to take everything, let them take it. Don't resist because an attempt to resist, they will harm you. Yeah. That's the implication. You know where the Americans learned that from? From Panama Junction.
Look what they did to that lady.
We told the lady try to, put up some little resistance, and they had to go and on live her for simple materials he had.
Ooh.
I know a friend, a church sister. She was on a motorbike. I think the keke trying to resist. Jacking the bag, she kept dragging until her knee. Everything so. And these things happen on a daily basis. At night, when the police is supposed to be patrolling, but how would they patrol when Grandma will finish suffering there in the day to be managing checkpoint and be collecting ticket for laboratory traffic management? Then in the night, now the men are tired. The police would not robber.
No.
In the night, they're tired to go sleep. The streets are empty. Nobody there to protect. They want to go to Banana Junction to collecting fara. They're not concerned about what the Zogo is doing all in the corner. They want to go to Douala to collecting fara. Go to the checkpoint in the night. Slow down. And as soon as you slow down, the police make a car. They may tell you, your brother on duty. Your brother on duty. They may not get time for what Zogo then pointing knife to somebody throw in the corner. They may concern about the church. You drive them way in and say your brother on duty. So when 10 car can, you may go there. 10 car can, a brother on duty, Bob, that hammer, that G, and go sit on the other man on the road. Brother on duty, G. So when 500 car pass, rest of that junction, man, 500 and 100 divided by the total number of policemen, and then you know what the Susu talking about the next day. While the streets are left vulnerable at the mercy of the Zogis, and the armed robbers. You heard it. The Americans are telling the citizens, when they attempt to rob you, Eh?
Put your hand up.
Put your hand up. Do not resist.
In other words,
Do not resist. Go ahead.
So they're saying monitor local media for breaking news.
Monitor
Be
local media for breaking
prepared
news.
to adjust your plans.
Listen to the radio station when you can. Be following Facebook, the Facebook, platform, the blogger there.
Yeah.
Be following so that when they say, "Oh, Malu them protesting the Congo town," you know you take a car when you go back
to
Mama
where
Point.
you came from.
Oh, the brown men are protesting the Capitol Hill. You take a car by you pass over. The MCS teacher there, the student who protesting on Central Mall, you know where to go. They say monitor the local media.
It also says, I think it goes back to keep travel documents up to date and easily accessible.
Oh yeah.
So just in case anything, you can just bam, you pick up speed and start going back to RIA.
Make sure your insurance includes medical evacuation coverage.
What you still having monkeypox?
You know what that means? Your insurance includes medical evacuation coverage. Meaning, if you're here and you get some kind of bad sickness, they are not even trusting any hospital to treat you.
They've already said we're inadequate when it comes to that.
They say if possible, you may not have plenty of money on you. So your insurance that you own,
it should be able to carry you.
It should be able to evacuate you for medical reasons. So you can pick you up straight from Liberia, America, straight in the hospital. Your insurance must be able to cover it. That's how bad the country is. That's about it. That's how terrible it is. We're going to go to other issues that we cannot hold the government responsible for. We are very objective on the platform. We're not going to sling the government on all of the issues, all of the counts. But there are places where the government is responsible. There are places where this government is responsible, and we will deal with it. Oh yes, we will deal with it to the letter. And that's how the letter finish.
So far so good.
Do we have one more?
So good. So you talked about the travel insurance before you travel. Yeah, you need that. And they're also talking about you should check with your doctor about required vaccines and shots for high-risk exposure to malaria and yellow fever before you go to Liberia.
Good.
And they're also saying bring enough supplies of over-the-counter and prescription medicine in your carry-on bag to cover your duration of trip. Because if we're not just our medicine, we can say it.
Good. Alexa, it's over to you. Are you ready to report? I want to hear you. We take calls, then we go to the next topic. Go ahead.
I don't want to say this is funny, but this is serious, and I mean very serious, because everything that has to do with the United States of America, we've had a lot of different breaking news. And the news stories we have read and we have talked about, these stories are not in the interest of Liberia as the traditional ally to the United States of America, given our record quite recently of different celebratory events by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Liberia from, the non-permanent seat on the UN Security Council, also followed by Liberia getting up to 3 years when it comes to visa, stuff, visa being issued as well. And now Liberia being a part of 100, is it 75? Being a part of 75 countries now we're experiencing a ban that people wouldn't be playing diversity visa now. If your family is sending for you, you're not going to go now. Like all these different unfortunate news stories. And I'm really confused. The Congo was flabbergasted because I don't know how did we get here? Because Oliver, before 2026, 2025, we celebrated. I mean, the country celebrated. They had different moments where t-shirts were printed, and everybody was talking about how Liberia, I mean, this government has already repaired broken dignity internationally. This government has already, managed to put together what was ruined in the last couple of years when we had the previous administration, that Liberia did not have an international image. According to them, that was already mended. The broken image was already mended, and obviously Liberia is back on the international stage where our traditional ally now respects Liberia as their traditional ally. Hence, we have all these goodies that came from the United States of America to Liberia, that Liberians will be able to enjoy this and that was good news. And I think we talked about it briefly here. We still asked some different questions and all that. Now, today, we are discussing this. I think a couple of minutes ago, on the U.S. Embassy website. So for those of you who haven't read, I'm sure you're going to see this later on, or we're saying it now anyway. But I think this is really unfortunate. And I believe this is an affront to Liberia's seat at the not permanent seat at the UN Security Council, because if you are on that seat and now the United States government is giving an advisory to their citizens and their employees that, of course, their country here, they're working with us at the UN Security Council, we're not trusting them, so don't waste your time to go down there. When you're going down there, just forget about it. So, like, what message does this send to especially the Minister of Foreign Affairs, especially the President of the Republic of Liberia, and above all else, the citizens of this country? I would going to say it was basically like a temporary celebration. Like, what happened? What actually went wrong? Like, what did you guys do? Because a few months ago, a couple weeks back, we were discussing, we got to sing for that, bro. Got to clap for the Minister of Foreign Affairs. We got to doing good. In fact, the President of America, was speaking to our president here in Liberia. So all the from what they have been doing, what happened? What play against sour air? You got to tell that one. I'm saying it in simple Liberian English. What play against sour air? These people are saying Liberia is unsafe, 100%. So their citizens are not to be moving about freely, especially during night hours. Stay indoors. If you cannot go out during day hours, make sure you don't go out at night, because our security officers, the police officers, the resources they have, these resources are inadequate. They are talking about armed robbery. Nobody's stupid here. They're fucking drinking you. Like, we've been talking about this for years, or for months, for weeks, in fact. The energy Greg uses to do pictures, we're not saying it's a bad thing to brand. I'm into branding, so it is a good thing. But the same energy you used before to do different pictures, do videos, and to just be in the spotlight all the time, the same energy can be used to work on these different things these people are talking about. The energy you use where you have different checkpoints, you have these breaches with the orange stuff, the cones placed everywhere in the city of Monrovia and outside the city of Monrovia in Painesville. Every checkpoint, every junction you're at, you're going to see these things there. You could use the same energy at night to protect your citizens. Because if you do not protect your citizens, firstly, how are you going to protect other people? Hence, your citizens continue to struggle. They're dying because armed robbers and thieves are hurting them and killing them, in fact. So why do people be happy to come here? Because you have to prioritize your citizens. Firstly, you have to protect them. If the entire country is unsafe for Liberians, then what do you expect from people who are getting here? And then in your arrest, this is not to be political, but yeah, we're going to talk about it. In your arrest agenda, you talked about tourism. The people who come to Liberia, the people who get here to visit Liberia, when they're going to read this report, you were saying Actual Speed is supposed to be here in a couple of weeks or couple of days. Based on this report, do you think he's going to get here? That's a concern, because you have a lot of creatives from the creative industry. They're looking forward to having this guy to Liberia to, explore and to see what we have here as a country, the different historical sites we have, to sell our country, especially the tourism sector. And now you have this travel advisory from the United States. You have this. They're not joking. Imagine they telling you, say you go on vacation, don't wear your thing, and what you buy? Your washes. Your jewelry, just be naked. Some kind of way. Do not accessorize, Don't wear any accessories. Because if the people see it, maybe they will jack it or they will kill you. And when that incident happened at Barnesville Junction, we talked about it. There were, a couple of things on the social media, and people thought that was being politicized. A lady lost her life, not just any lady. A Liberian lady lost her life. People talked about it. People say, I got to bring people here because they aren't over the criminal and not easy. What happened again? Your use content on that one. If finished. So these people are documenting all these things, and they are looking in our faces. They are looking in the faces of Greg along with his people, saying, you guys are just wearing your uniforms. You are not working because you cannot even protect your own people. How are you going to protect us? That's a question to ask. They're also talking about our health sector. They're also talking about that. They are telling their people, when you go to that country, even over-the-counter medicine, and carry your own, because it's not really safe. So they not get medicine at all. Redemption Hospital, that was last year. We talked about it again. Rennie Hospital as well. And there are different medical facilities across this country. Sometimes they're going to say, oh no, we don't have medication here. So I'm sorry. People are dying due to that inadequacy of medication. So these people are following what's happening. And then you're going to sit back and print one t-shirt and you are celebrating our relationship with the United States of America. No one is saying we do not have. I mean, you cannot even discuss Liberia without saying we have a relationship with America. We do. For over a couple of years. We do. But at the end of the day, what do you say to Liberians when our country has a non-permanent seat at the United Nations Security Council, and then you have this travel advisory telling people the country you go into, it is not safe. So I'm really trying to reconcile this. I don't understand it. So what are you going to say to us? How are you going to talk about it? You add the other one to the bad news. Then you go to 75 country, Liberia part of it, you're not playing DV right now. And now when your family is saying for you, just forget about it because it is on hold. Time indefinite. That's another one. Do you know what that is? What message does that really send? I asked the question the other day. What thing we do, like we just getting on all the kind of thing. Yesterday, we discussed Liberia at 112 place, Global Hunger Index. They say we hungry in the country more than anything in the world. We hungry. Children die before their 5th birthday. It is there. There's a percentage there. We read it yesterday. We talked about it yesterday. We have a lot of people who are undernourished. We talked about that yesterday. So a lot is happening. And the lot that's happening, they're not a good lot. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. Plenty of things happening, live you there, but the plenty of things are happening now. Plenty of things. So bad news. What we do? We not do nothing. So our people should get to us the same energy you use to, throw jobs at people. I think that energy should be used to inform Liberians as to what's unfolding on the international scene. We want to know what has happened to Liberia's international image that you guys repaired a few months ago. We want to know the broken dignity you mended. What happened? We not break bad way we can face again because your face is according to you. Your face Latin as poor. So you're not spoiling bad way or what's spoiling. Please inform us. I love this country, and I'm neither a saint. I'm neither an angel nor a saint. I'm just here as a messenger, very authentic, and I'm very unafraid. So whatever I just said, I'm unapologetic about it. So the Minister of Foreign Affairs, the Minister of Information, the President, and all of these different people who are to inform Liberians as to what's happening should be able now to tell us what's happening and how did we get here before you blame the other people. Say, oh, Latin, the other one, the American people updated it was from your administration into our own. We're in 2026 and we're just here 2025. So what happened? We want to know. Liberians want to know.
Okay, so I sat quietly and I follow all of the brilliant points made by Alexat. We come and go take calls, then we talk about the second issue, and we go home. You see, when you win election, you have an opportunity. The opportunity you have can make you stronger. It can make you weaker. It can diminish your respect. Unfortunately for this government, they did not attain the positive side of winning elections. They were more concerned about paying debt, revenge, anger. One bookman said filibustering, pomposity, and arrogance. That's what they were concerned about. When you occupy yourself with vindictive posturing, what you do not realize is that you are setting yourself up for failure. It is only a matter of time that failure will come knocking your doors and waving at you. Why am I being a bit poetic with my voice? It's a shame for those people we call our leaders, these people who are in power. It's a shame that a country that was given to you on a silver platter by the government, the sitting government president, we are call and say, take the country. Negna even announced final result. He called and gave the country. That was a golden opportunity to have united Liberia. You see all the things that people talk about the report? The pure vindictiveness, the vindictive posture of this government made the Americans to come up with this report, because the government's vindictiveness led to the different breakdown and the attributing factors towards all of the different bad things that the U.S. government talk about. Let's look at crime. I'm going to spare the government of health. Let's leave the health aspect. Although people giving birth to the redemption, Osa, the other woman passed away in Kakata because Papa could not pay the other money what the government demanded. We're going to leave health for a bit. Let's look at crime and unrest. The American travel to Liberia, if possible, you not get sick, he will go back. Mm-hmm. But he would need a safer country, a peaceful country, a stable country to live. When the country is stable, even when you get cholera and he cannot trust the health sector here, Alexa, car can carry him to the airport at any time. That man will be able to travel to Ghana or wherever and seek medical attention. When the country is not peaceful, he can't do that. Why is the country not peaceful? Why are the Americans heralding hostility and insecurity in our country? The reason is very simple. These people came to power in this country. Instead of running to proper governance, they started witch hunting citizens in this country to the point where they started witch hunting common sweepers from MCC. You go run behind tenure position holder, you turn around, you ran behind common sweepers from MCC, sacking them because he said they were appointed by Koji. Koji were appointed by WIA, and WIA lost election. We are from CDC, so it's possible the sweepers are seditions. Even if that sweeper wasn't Koji Enti from Lofa, who is a unity partisan, but because she was appointed by Koji, you assume that she was an opposition member. You flush her out of the government. Why the woman ain't got food to eat and she has turned into a phone jacker in the night? For which the Americans now are telling the citizen, when you go into Banana Junction, you must put a phone in your clothes. You came to power without understanding the economic, implication of your actions. You exploited motorcyclists in this country. You exploited most motorcyclists. You made them register their bikes. You made them insure their motorbikes. You made them pay for their driver licenses. You made them buy helmets and boots, safety gear to ride motorbike. After 1 month, boom, stop them from plying the streets of Monrovia. You seize their bikes. And when you seize the bike, you don't give it back to them. You sell the bike behind them. There are thousands of motorcyclists whose bikes were seized by the police. They go to LMP headquarters. They can't find their bikes. Sometimes the police got to do Kroger GT. When they not see your bike, they give you another person bike. They did that person can, they give you another person bike. If they're doing DO cover. Some of the guys, they do not have the patience. You stop them from riding the bike, you deprive them of their livelihood, you seize the bike, you sell the bike, they jump into robbery, they jump into armed robbery. They turn to crime. No reason. If you knew that you did not want them on the street, you should have informed them during the campaign. That the election where we go into, if we win election, we will not want to see motorbike on the road. They would know where to vote. Because they don't have jobs. They've been depending on these motorbikes during the campaign. When they went to power, you came to power all of a sudden and you flushed the motorcyclists out of business. Some of them do not have the chance to be riding from to their junction, from Elisa. You live in Tubo Road and do a junction inside Tubo Road. Some of them ain't got that patience. The motorbike business is not an honorable business. Some people ain't let a ride motorbike in their community. That's what you say, oh, you want to be doing from your community junction, inside your community. No, some people got pride. They're very shy. They're ashamed. They don't want to ride bike in their own community. So the long distance used to help them. When they went money in Little swing the money, he take a late trip from a junction to Broad Street. He come to AME. He drive one student, take the other student from AME, carry her to LRA to one guy there. The other member, they had to make that money in the Memphis and go sit on Broadway. Where he come from? Now you tell him now to go from Broadway store inside Motor Corner to you restrict them by taking the money. So many people have gone into crimes. They have gone into armed robbery. And the crime now on the increase in the country to the point where the Americans now are highlighting how unsafe our country. All boils down to some of the terrible political decisions you're taking. Oh, the motorbike men, most of them are CC men who got money from the rule. You are not prepared to transform Central Monrovia. You are not prepared to transform Waterside. You are beating marketeers on a daily basis. Your city police officers are damaging people's goods, depriving them of their livelihood. When a man suffer, he go to Freeport and he told rice, he told cement, he puts cartoon in the port, he get $200-300 US, he take out $150 and give it to a woman to go buy 1 dozen of blouse, Alexa, one dozen of skin care, and the other one to all the be doing her retail, to the Market Street. And say the police go and seize those goods and go and sell it. The woman go back to the house. No goods, no money. The husband is not on the list for the contractors who sold the haul material from the port. They're tearing in the house hungry, nothing to the house. It's raining, the house leaking. There is no money to buy 1 sheet of zinc to change it. I am not defending crime, but that man, even if he was a pastor just for the seminary, he will arm up. He will arm up. I'm not defending crime. I'm not justifying why people go to crime. But I'm telling you some of the government decisions that can lead people to committing crime. And that's why the government must be very, very, very considerate in her decisions. Nobody says you should run a reckless country. Nobody says you should not put things in order. But the fundamental issues must be addressed before you institute certain measures. You see the police officer damaging people's clothes around the country, damaging people's goods. Some family can tell loan. They go to one scratch card boy, Alexa, and credit $1 US. The boy go and get the money. Maybe the man go and buy plenty, buy the other thing, buy plenty. A woman feels the thing to go sell it. So that when you make some profit, they will keep saving money to pay back the little loan they took. So the police officers will go and start confiscating the people's materials, destroying it, putting it out of business. That lady returns to the house, no money, no goods, no waiter. The basket she was selling, where the seller people broke it. She has nothing on her. Sometime in the process, she lost the little money she sold. She has to go back to pay her loan. The husband is there out of job. Why is he out of job? The government came to power and dismissed 800 human beings from the Ministry of State, 207 from the Ministry of Transport, and you sack multitude from the different ministry and agency. The man hungry, he didn't get job. Or apparently he was not working with government, but your uncle was on the government payroll. You sack your uncle because you say your uncle is from another political party. When you do these things, you lead people to crime. You indirectly push people into committing crimes. To make matter worse, you have turned our police force into a money collection unit for a Lebanese company, LTM. You've turned our police force into a Susu club for a Lebanese company, LTM. Because a few group of people with the president got interest in LTM, they're getting money from LTM, and so the police is under concerned about towing people cars, towing people vehicles, moving people and things around, because LTM will issue ticket and the police will get money and people will share some money with the Lebanese. While leaving the streets very empty. While leaving the streets very empty, at the mercy of individuals who have been deprived by their government. When you dismiss 450 EPS officers on the basis of political alignment, what were you thinking? Didn't you consider the security implication? That even if all 450 of them would decide not to revert to crime, if 25 decide to go to crime, do you know the capacity of 25 well-trained agents of the EPS? Do you know what they are capable of doing? If all the 450 decide not to commit crime, if 25 decide to form a gang of armed robbers, do you know what their knowledge can do if they decide to train other young people? And today you are surprised why the Americans are saying our country is not safe. Your decisions should be void of politics and anger. You had a beautiful country to run. You came to power vexed. You came to power angry. You came to power with vindictiveness. Vindictiveness is now leading you to the point where the country's image is being ruined. The country's image is being damaged. You said they're reading the American People Report, and you think people will come to do tourism in this country? And you think people will come to do tourism in this country? Read what the Americans have written about our country. It's demeaning, it's denigrating. This is disgusting to the core. When we talk here, you say, oh, our government. You have a beautiful country to run. Run it in peace. Put your shoulders down. We are small as a people. We are not plenty. 4.5 million people. 5.2 million. Let's assume we are 6 million people. We should not be this divided. You're sacking 10 new position holders. You are sacking MCC poo-poo cleaners. Man, how you running the country, man? Oh, you keeping people off their daily bread. When the private sector is not vibrant to absorb them, when there are no alternative to getting jobs, you are laying people off, you are depriving people of their livelihood, but you want a safer country? Go and sit down and rethink about your strategies. Because some of the decisions you are taking are decisions that will continue to have a negative implication on the status of our country. Today, the country is being, it's been flagged from a rare perspective. Do you know what it means? For the Americans to write the report in such a way, look at some of the lines our American friends are using on us. Look at some of the lines. I want you to look at some of the lines they're using on us. Read some of the lines. Read some of the things they're saying about us. How concerning they are. You hear me? Read some of the things. They're very concerning. You're hearing it? They're very concerning. This is terrible. And we all sit here. The government will pretend like nothing is happening. Do you know what it means for America to say Liberia is not safe? Do you know what that means? No, the both people say, do you know the implication of what this is going to cause? And Alexa, interesting that this will take us to our next topic. We'll combine it and take course. You're concerned why America is flagging issue of insecurity and crimes in the country? Look at the other Booker decision that was taken by the government of Liberia today at 72nd. Okay, let's agree. Alexa, I mean, this is going to be a whole conversation. Let's agree that the land in question is for the military. Since the war, a lot of people around here were not born during the war. Today, they are big people. They're running their own game. The military left that barrack since the war. People went to that place and started living there. Granted, they encroach on government land. I'm not going to back them. But over time, things evolved. Urbanization went closer to the barrack and surrounded the barrack. Residential activities are now happening in the vicinity where the barrack is situated. People who got personal properties around the barrack have already set up in their personal properties. We're in 2026. Is that place still suitable for barrack? With the development around that place, is it still suitable for barracks? A government that is concerned about the well-being of the people will be far-sighted enough to find alternative means to solve the problem. Why not ask the people to buy the land? Government legitimize their ownership, take the proceeds you will generate from the land sale and go to a virgin land and build another structure that will be well conducive for the military for all of their activities. Why you want the military people to sit down at that area? We got military deployment right here. How you call this place? PHP. We got military deployment right here. How you call this place? I mean, not police academy. How you call this place right here? Come on, Starbase on Bourgeois Island. Shefflin Barracks. Police headquarters all around the place. What do you need it for? Is 72nd now suitable for why it was established way back? Mind you, way back, that place was a forest. A lot of people did not know about it. In this modern dispensation, it is not conducive. Today, the government is evacuating. What am I saying? Evicting a lot of people. Over 50 to 60, close to 100 families. And close to 100 families who have known that place to be their place will be leaving the places free. No compensation, nothing. The government is not concerned about where they go from there. No, the government is not concerned. When the young girls will go into the street and jump into prostitution, the government is not concerned. When the young boys who have no place to sleep will jump in the street and start hijacking from people to the point where the Americans will start flagging Liberia as an unsafe country, they do not care. What they care about is to brag that they are performing and doing something for the country. No. Every government is working for the people. Every government is instituted by the people. The laws governing every government are laws made by the people for the people. So when you are implementing one law, and the process of implementing that law will be very detrimental to the people, the people say you temper justice working with mercy. Yes, they were not supposed to live there. Yes, they were not supposed to encroach. But with the time interval, the time it has taken since the military left that place up to now, we're talking about 20 years. We're talking about 20 plus years. environment is now improved, urbanized. You can do real hardcore military thing right down there again. Sometimes military men will take some in a gun and try it. And fires and rounds, Alexa. The place is now surrounded by residential structures. Very tough zone. Military barracks and places where you have serious military equipment. I'm not considering a situation where some of the military equipment will start malfunctioning. Some bomb that can start malfunctioning. Unless I said that it's not bombing. I said, are you considering casualty in the future? No, our generation should be a generation that will be innovative to play for the future. That place is already done. You can't do nothing serious about military thing about that place. The place is already compromised from a military perspective. It's compromised. I don't want to learn anything from military. All about that learn around the area. It's compromised. You can't do anything serious there. But you are causing additional hardship. When the young boys who will be misplaced, when the young boys and girls who will be in that place, who will be homeless, when they decide to go into prostitution and robbery, that's a whole terrible situation. That's a whole terrible situation. It's going to affect the country. It is going to affect the country. Look at the kind of report coming up. Just the way you carelessly, you treat that they how to call the thing, the motorcyclist thing. How you doing today? You're about to increase the suffering of the Liberian people again. What else do you want to do with that barrack? The barrack is no longer ideal. No, it's no longer ideal for military thing. It's no longer ideal. Resell the property to the people who want to buy it. If they don't want to buy it, you take it from there, you auction it, let it go. There should be option. There should be option. And at the end of the day, use the proceed and go to another place of virgin land and do the development of that virgin land and make it ideal for the military, operations. Sooner or later, we're gonna have an increment in vulnerability and poverty. Some of those who cannot stay hunger, amongst those families who are about to be put out, their children will start jacking phones. Then when they jack one American man phone, you go to the embassy and lodge a complaint. When the year ends again next year, they bring another report that Liberia not safe. Because government actions can be very careless. You're allowing politics to influence all of your decisions. Politics influence your decision. You move more people from the road. Politics influence your decision. You breaking marketeers' goose. You destroying the young boys and girls common market. Spoiling the market. You're destroying the market. Destroying it. Causing havoc. And like you hear them today, breaking people's table, removing people from their structures. I agree. They're not so going to live in the military places, but over 20 years now. And let me say this to the people in Chikizu factory, to the people in shoe factory, to the people in battery factory, to the people in iron factory. Let me say this to all of you. And other places where government had the industrial operation. Those places are no longer suitable for industrial production. You can go to Chikizu factory now. You say you want put one beef factory there to do this and that, and you want to take the whole land from the people. No. People already live in that place. You can remove them. Similarly with the barrack. All of these factories, these places where people and urbanization, already overwhelmed these places. Government just need to legitimize the people ownership. Let people pay the money they're supposed to pay based on the size of the land they are occupying. Maybe government can do relaying out of the area, by instituting environmentally friendly policies and follow zoning regulations. Sell the land to the people, take the proceeds, and transfer the country to the rest of the other places. Go in the air, Alexa, when you're on the plane. Spy through the window. The country is still green. Spot to the window, the country is still green. We got plenty of forests in the country we have not touched. The land in the country, we even touched 20% of the land in this country. I'm saying this, the citizens in the country have not even touched 20% of the land that we got in the country. Why are you causing depression for people? Who said how government how they can say government working? Who said how they can say government working to keep inflicting injuries and pain, hunger on the people? How they can say government working? Granted, the people encroach on the military land. The level of time it has taken, and the level of development that have gone across that place, the vulnerability that it is posing to the barrack structure. A government that is concerned about the people will not concern themselves about taking that place. They will find a suitable place for the military to go and operate. These things can contribute towards the kind of terror report for our country, and that's what we are pushing against. Look at how devastating the report they brought about our country on. It's very sad. It's very sad. We're gonna go to the lines, but let's start to move the people from the barrack. Let's hear you on it quickly. Then we go to the lines and take calls.
So there are times for everything. And as time goes by, there should be new ideas incorporated. There should be new, recommendations to be able to incorporate everybody. And I'm saying this to me, that space was home to a lot of people. That space became a safe haven for children after school to go back to their parents, because they've always known that space as home. A lot of the kids over there don't know anywhere else as home, because there are people who have lived there for a couple of years, 10, 15, a lot of years. And they made that space in 72nd as their home. They born our children there. The children can move from there to go to school. Some of the children move from there. The children can go back there. Like, imagine a space being a home for years. And all of a sudden, you're told to leave that space. Now you don't have a sense of belonging. You feel like you're an outsider in your own space. You feel like you're someone whose lives you're a person whose life is being overlooked. And I'm running in circles to make you understand how those people are now feeling. My concern is, at what point did you reach out to them? Was there any point where you reached out and told them, hey, at about this time we're going to get you guys off this land, off this space that belongs to members of the armed forces of Liberia that should be used as one of the barracks? Was there a moment in time that you reached out to those people? I don't know if that question will be answered, but as I await the answer to that question, I'm going to proceed. Oliver says something about times have evolved. And of course, times have evolved. Things that used to happen before, they're not really happening. Things that used to be unique before, they're no longer unique, because we're in a different era, we're in a different year, and in a different century. So, is that space the perfect or only option to now have another barrack? Is that space the perfect or the nicest option at about this time in 2026 to have another barrack? Is it? At what point did you think, yeah, we're now ready to reclaim our land? Hear me out. We have a lot of people who are squatting in this town, and some of them have been there for years. We're not saying if you're squatting on a land that is not yours, it means it is yours automatically because you've stayed there a couple of years. No, that's not what we're saying. But now we're speaking of compassion, we're speaking of sensitivity, and we're speaking of taking a space from people who have always considered that space as their home. What exactly are the different things you've put in place? What is the alternative, or what are the alternatives? Do you have plans for them? Do you have somewhere else that when they're leaving that space you're going to go to? Do you have another home for them? Do you have another space to be called home? We should take that into consideration now. Because if you are saying, hey, you've been here for maybe 30 years or 20 years or 10 years, and now you have to leave, there are people who don't have other options. There are people who don't have other alternatives. So they've always wanted to be there. And now maybe some of them, they've hustled and they're using that small money to fix the lay area, and then they will add the halls, the living room. Maybe some of them, they've done some renovations or refurbishments or whatever it is. At this point, you're saying, hey, we're ready to have our space to move. Like, where do they go? Where exactly do they go? Oliver made a recommendation, and that's a brilliant one. Tell the people, say, oh, since you've been here for a long time, you're just buy a piece of land. Like, have different amounts, or just based on the space people are occupying, give different prices so people can be able to do what they can do. But at this point, right now, the country like Shakira country, they telling somebody, say, oh no, you don't be here now. That's being insensitive now. For real. Let's look at the part where you're talking about compassion. Where do they go? Where do they go from over there? And I mean, I don't live in any of the barracks we have. Do I have friends who are in the armed forces of Liberia? Yeah, I have some of them. There are different things that go on there. So is that space suitable? Is that space really suitable for our, men and women in arms to be able to operate in that kind of environment? Mm-hmm. Is that, like, we need to take all these things into consideration. Just a couple of months back or weeks back, we had some Liberians crying that, oh, we've been here around Catholic Junction. You know what happened? Right? For that one, it's private thing and all that. So whatever happened, the manager a little bit. But we saw exactly how people cried. We saw exactly how it was. There are people who said, hey, we've been here over 30 years. So do we want to recreate that same for our citizens? Like, I don't get it. It is sad, Oliver. I'm not gonna lie to you. It is sad. If you have of belonging somewhere, and then all of a sudden someone tells you, hey, you cannot be here again. This is not your home. If you know the emptiness you feel, you'll understand what I'm talking about. So please go back and reconsider this decision. Please go back and think about these people. Think about, a new solution to this problem. Like, what can be done so that these people will not be affected so badly. Please.
Okay, please. That's the passionate appeal from Alexa to the government. If they will listen, that's it. We've done what we could, what we have to do as well. We are hoping that people from 72nd will call us. Particularly, we're hoping that they will call. If you can find my number, that would be a good one. Yeah, ask in 72nd that my number. People should be having my number in 72nd. Or better still, call the female line exclusively. Let's talk to some of you people. Or if the community leadership, right, Alexa? If the community leadership is there, let the leadership try to get my number, one of our numbers, and call us. And let's have a conversation about, your area. We believe the government is right. That's their land. Yeah. But at about this moment, that land is not suitable for military activities. The place is now overcrowded. People now move there. We can overly say the thing. We say plenty of time. I mean, it has to be done. These things can cause hunger, can cause problem with people hungry, which is not a justification for committing crimes, but sometimes it leads to people committing crimes. Like the American people warning us, our country not safe. No, our country not safe. Imagine American people warning people that when they stealing from you, don't fall because you fight them and they go to kill. they may not have written it and they will not read that thing. But when they tell you, when they're stealing from you, don't fight, don't resist. What is they trying to tell you? They're trying to tell you that when you resist at the beginning, will kill you.
You've been in right there.
So for our country to reach to that level, then the government still trying to put other people in suffering. Where the suffering, who can bear bad patient and bad tension will join into crime, then I mean the whole planet will not be safe. Insecurity been coming. And you watch the other video, what the other honorable opening the people do, the CCTV camera capture it online. Yeah. For those of you who are asking for the report, the report is on my page. Freedom FM is about to update it on it's about to be posted on Freedom FM page officially, but check on KOK page, the report is there. It's terrible. It is. It's very terrible. All of these things are bringing hardship to the country. Right? You talk political decision, you throw the motorbike man away. Who know what that's motorbike who jacking people in there? Who know what that's former motorbike man who say, but you know what? I can say I won't hustle in my own country on my own, then government fighting me. I'll join crime. Who knows? It's possible. Y'all will spoil the country.
You see, an adult mind.
Y'all will spoil. Yeah, y'all will spoil the country. You're not careful with your anger where you bring to power.
It's about music. There are crimes in many places. Area from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe. Let's stopping crimes for all.
Crime Stopper Liberia is your community crime fighting partner. Don't take the law into your own hands. Remember, if you see a crime, report it. This is a message from your own self, old man Sam Cyan.
Okay, let's go to the lines and take calls. 0886 500 104 0776 104 104 are the numbers to join the conversation. Do we have a caller on this line? Go ahead.
Hello, okay.
Hello, how are you?
I'm fine. I'm Marie Bobo calling from Mount Barclay.
Go ahead, ma'am. Let's hear you quickly. No time.
Yeah, okay. The country is not safe. You see, Mount Barclay, moreover, once I think last month they brought one of our money job. The people when they fire, when the security went to go and what they call that body fire that man with single barrel. Can you imagine body hotel? The people march with gun in their hand in morning hotel. Those are robbers. They were among the people dancing. Somebody saw them when they call the police officer would go there. The person walked away. The place is very terrible. The country now safe. And it come to the second place, what there are this place before from 93 to 98. They see you know when you get government and left power. To each other, they put true us. They wasted water on our food. That is a homeless. So what the government doing? They will not reconcile anything. They will continue doing that. People who left power when they take power, how they can behave. So my people, I just feel sorry, bad feeling the way they did us. I feel not easy. So the way you not expect it happen that way, it can be easy. Some people say they can die on for it. So I just sorry for our people that were in that barrier.
Okay. Thank you very much. We leave you, Madam Boba from Mount Barclay. Let's go to the lines and talk to more people. 0886 500 104 0776 104 104 are the numbers to join the conversation. Plus 231 86 500 104 is the WhatsApp number. This person, go ahead.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, my brother. How are you? What's your name?
I'm Spencer Mohammed, and I call from a Propo Corner, down Coast Bone Hill, Winter Community. Thank you very much for this discussion. And in my mind, the American report has just validated all of our assessments about this government. For years, we said this government would not do anything. They were saying it did not come to help us. They use the rescue as a cliche to come and loot and destroy our country. Today, it has been validated by the report from the American embassy. Joe Biden, this is not what he do us. Wake up and do the reporting. And the next one has to do with district number 5. Am I hearing that people in district number 5, oh God, most especially the 77 boundary have been evicted today? It reminds me of 2023 elections. When we hear CDC 5, JB, Unity Party, 225. Whatever that you sow is whatever you reap.
No. mean, we should not be, dealing with people because of how they voted. The government is on an obligation to provide, alternative solution to the problems in the country. We think the government is not proceeding well. You cannot blame the people for how they voted. Okay, we leave you right there. Let's talk to another person on the line. Quickly, let's go to this number and talk to this person. Hello, go ahead. Let's hear you. How you doing?
Hello.
How are you, sir? Let's hear you, Chief.
My name is Prince Ibo. I do join from Acapella Plaza in Kakada City, Magiwi County.
Kakada City, Magiwi County. Go ahead, my brother. Let's hear you, Chief.
My brother, thank you. I see the guys, the other guys in Kakada. Barry Rapper, the Kakada Center prison. They went to work and barricaded.
You gotta be audible.
Yeah, I'm saying they went to work and barricaded people that put it there and build a durable property around the place. And when the people want to go to the survey, the area did not fall in their purview. So now they're talking about appealing to the people. Since then they are not come. And it's mostly living within the barrack. That's the same thing in Canada here. I thank you very much for the show.
Okay, thank you very much. The Americans are saying Liberia is not safe. Let's hear you. Go ahead, man. CC, quickly.
Thank you. I think okay.
We're good.
Alexa. Just thank you for the show. Okay. So let's report that okay. That all the people can't put it out there. All that mass.
That the American government, that also.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because usually we were talking, they say, oh, that CDC doing that thing. The report that's coming. I think for the three, that job where we put a second thing out. So they all with them. What we best saying, we best talking, and what you sorted. So then they put telling you that Labrador is not safe. That listen to one other before of school where talking about the fortress safe all of Georgia. And when I say you can come to Labrador and what they shoot everything on you, like they're taking now they go to your home. But when they put a thing saying that telling you they're sentencing. That if you go out with them coaching, your driver don't put it on. You get your passport, photocopy and leave the real one at your hotel. Then you see the country say, okay. Well, that is for home for when I send them money. I will do one blow now with say, let you just say, oh no, I get told that I buy a put a much drive on it. And that is say, the country very talk. They're talking about Amepo Wesley Lane. I think that they keep down. When election, they put already all that place. They carry on because they talk about election coming. They want to make election, so they want to get Ambe over there and will suppress us for the land. It will not work. Let me put over there as an open. What is trying to put in that? Everybody is angry, taking forward, breaking down forward, taking forward the street. They can't get food. They see the voice for the land. Let what they see. Okay, thank you for the show. We'll talk. Hopefully they get it. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We leave you right there. Let's go back and talk to more callers on this side. This person, go ahead. 1 minute. How are you? How you doing?
I'm fine. I'm Okara from Rehab.
Okay, from Rehab. Go ahead. Let's hear you, my brother.
Thank you. I appeal to all the citizens. If you're feeling government, I'm proceeding your way 2029, they will go.
Okay, we leave you right there. We leave you right there. I hope that on the second people could grab you and teach you how they're feeling right now. Let's talk to the person. Hello, how are you? How you doing?
Happy New Year. Okay.
Many happy return, my brother. Let's hear you.
Congratulations for your.
Thank you. Go ahead to the issue.
Okay. Thank you. You know, I want Robert Makoya. I just want to tell you why you are saying the country is not safe. Let me just tell you, I spent the New Year, Christmas and New Year in former districts and in my own client. I was heading to where the 3 missing boys left in the water. You know what I was told, okay?
No.
They say you have to be men. You have to be men enough to travel. Even the guy that was carrying me, I was afraid. They said people are not joining the harmony business. Young people. And many people are looking for money everywhere now because the way the country is looking. Look, I was afraid going to that village. And the guy myself went, I will not stay, you know, I'm afraid, but I was not too brave. So I myself, I go to all my side, I put net for my side. So when I got there, the people wanted to have some, get together for me. So I was afraid to come by because it was getting late. To show that, even they say before, don't pass there in the night, don't walk in the night. Don't see that place to be, everyone to be free. Go there and say, young guys, in fact, some of them are in a motorcyclist business, they will carry you. They only give you all, then you finish. So a country has gone from west to ridiculous. Thank you very much, my dear brother.
Okay, thank you very much. We leave you right there. The Americans are saying the country ain't safe, and one Bonua just call and talking about 2029. Like, remember, this is who become president. You do get time for that bull crap. Let's talk to you. Let's talk to the person. Hello, how are you? How you doing?
Hey, how you doing? Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay, sometimes when I hear some of our brothers on the radio and then they call in a partisan and they anybody that gave their view to that of the happening in our country, they describe it to be a sedition.
Oh yeah.
It's so bad for me.
Yeah.
You know, it means that Liberia is insane. Okay. Look, the 72nd barrel. Yes, don't build that place. But was it really essential for those to put a barrel in the middle of the city? In the middle of the city, but because that time that place was all developed. Now they put that barrel there. We agree. That's a government property. So what President Baka is telling me, look what happened. They put a barbed wire in front of people, business places. I saw a lady pregnant, and she is saying, just give her up to July. What will I mean, AFL has not developed even the houses they're living in at the EBK barrel. They have not developed them. What they're doing with that place right now? What the major concern? Why you can't give the people time? We know that you only want to get that place. You come and put barbed wire all around that place and leave and go and feel happy that you are suppressed your fellow Liberians. Okay, this is being so heartless. Always what is that? Look, okay, that Liberia needs our attention. When people come to leadership, it is because of the citizen. You don't come to leadership because of yourself. Liberia need us as leaders. But if you start treating like this, in kind of we know that AFL, what they use that AFL company to use that right now. Even if everybody just leave right now, what are they going to do then? What are they going to do? But you see, that also insane that our people have gone. Don't speak out. As soon as you speak out, you are a sedition. And that will not stop us from speaking.
That's right.
Because we need Liberia to be better.
Thank you.
We want Liberia to be peaceful. We want Liberia to unite. We want Liberia where you will come and open up your hand. We want to stay here and boast about Liberia. Let's see what is happening right now.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Americans are not describing our country as unsafe.
Yeah.
Thank you and God bless you. Okay.
In a different country, but America say you are unsafe. Who can do business here? Let's talk to the other person. Go ahead. 1 minute. How are you? How you doing?
Thank you, kind. Good evening, my brother. To you, sir.
Good evening, my dear brother. Let's hear you.
The official spokesperson for the Liberian Civil Rights Movement, Jerry for Carwell. We are in serious trouble, kind, and we are in serious trouble. Yeah, why you put it? Another one, and another one happening. This is what American people saw, and I reported such a thing.
Imagine yesterday, 7 men go do gay business to one small boy.
Sorry, we talked about it yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday.
Today now, another thing, and then again, they are. I got taking people, they are making people homeless to 72nd. That you said, do the army Bible now. I've been not going to do for army people now. So that people getting started. I bet they can pay for the area and whatsoever. This is what Google does. You see, somebody who care for the people, what you can do for the people, and not to make people homeless and make people cry every day, people grieving. And now what we see, people grieving, so they will not bear it time.
Yeah. So children will not bear the hardship. They will start stealing.
The report is correct.
They will start stealing.
The report is correct. We are in serious trouble in Liberia. Thank you.
Thank you very much, my dear brother. We leave you right there. We talk to this person. Go ahead. 1 minute. How are you?
How are you doing? Okay, Lester.
We're great. Go ahead, man.
Yeah, first speech. Okay, you see that someone is thinking make people vex. We're talking something that I don't want to talk about 2029 brigade parties.
But who can talk about 2029? The people suffering, you talk about 2029. You think you may
even can discourage the people.
You may even read 2029 with the nonsense.
I don't want them
happening.
that can lie to the people down there. Yeah, some of the people who can't pay attention to radio. You hear it? They country, yeah, that's smart, you. They're not smart. So yeah, you continue. Enjoy you call it Bonua.
We leave you right there. Let's go to the US and see if we can talk to this other person. Look, Liberians will decide what happens 2029. What is concerning us right now is the fact that America has informed the whole world that Liberia is not safe. A rescue supporter, a Joe Bwaka supporter should be concerned about this whole conversation. You should be concerned that your government in power and the American government say the country not safe. The American government say when you go outside, you get ring on you, your chin on you, you move it from your hand. They're telling the citizens don't travel from Monrovia in the net. And you won't go outside Monrovia, you will come home soon. JLM will be there, you come home. A rescue government in power and the Americans are having that kind of assessment about the country, and somebody goes in and you say wearing green t-shirt, you talking nonsense. Election time will come. Liberia will decide what happens to them. Liberia will decide. Keep running the country on vendettiveness. Keep putting tears in people's tearing eyes. And think you will win election. And think the people are too foolish that you will break their market structures, you will deprive them of their livelihood, you will seize their motorbike and sell it. You will deprive them of their survivability. You will sack their husbands and damage their women goods, and they still go for you. Yeah, they will decide. If they want it that way, they will decide. But until then, their tears should not be wasting free. There should be a whole reason why the government should rethink. And that's what we are talking about. Y'all go put who you want to put in power. That's your business. That's your business. We leave you right there. We'll talk to the other person. Hello, go ahead. 1 minute. How are you? How you doing?
I'm good. Good evening. Patrick Moruba, how you doing?
We're great, Patrick.
Okay.
Patrick, where you join us from, Patrick?
New Jersey.
New Jersey, the U.S. Go ahead. Let's hear you.
All right. We are forgetting, right? That project. Our project is Brandon Samaka project. If we can remember during the United Party-led government, Brandon Samaka had that project. I can remember on EFBC, I can get the exact year. Brandon Samaka he went on a talk show at EFBC and he said he was going to raid the people at that 72nd barrel. And it is project, and he's still fighting that off. Mm-hmm. Look, United Party is not calculated. They are not really calculated. They took people from the street that ride motorcyclists that are trying to sustain their family, and now they are still going to get people. They went, look at our places, Hotel Africa. They went Hotel Africa, took people from the land. Now people are homeless all over the place. Now they go to another place, San Francisco. They have to calculate. So long they are not providing the livelihood of the Liberian, they have to calculate to have sustain the people one way or the other. It's not just implementing development. What the people there to benefit? You just get the people homeless, then you say you carry on development? Why you think the former president decided to put the military complex at that place? People administration, they have the former president built, he had a different ministry there. But because former president L. Johnson Sirleaf saw that the place had been approached, the city had been extended that direction, decided to break that particular place down and put a ministerial complex there. So you try to judge that because that government then, if you have to put many people, they know in that place are surrounded surveillance. They are not calculating seriously. And this particular thing they're doing, I hope they go back on the drawing board, that decision. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much. We leave you right there from New Jersey. Let's go back to Liberia. Let's come back to Liberia, rather, and take this other person. Hello, go ahead. 1 minute. How are you? Hello? Let's hear you, brother. Let's hear you. Go ahead.
Washington Soup, and I come from Diesel.
Washington, America said the country is not safe. Do you agree?
I okay. Even the
Come again? Yeah. I didn't get that one. What are you saying? Washington, so you gotta move around. You are breaking in.
Okay.
Yeah, we're getting you now. We're getting you. Go ahead. What did you say? Oh, Washington, I'm not getting you at all. I'm not getting you. Can you? To call us back is going to be difficult. Washington, please keep calling back. Let's see if we can get you. This other person, let's talk to you. Hello, how are you?
Hello, veteran. Okay. Hello, Princess Eliza.
How are you, my brother?
My name is Professor PC, and I want to be called Chief. I joined this educative, this informative, and in the conversations for the community where our people are still drinking from the drainage and fetching water from the drainage. It was surprising to know that same community, our people in the community on a black guy, they still come to the riverside to poo-poo. We'll use that expression because it gives the power on those mantra that is said our people are living in private conditions in the community. So when they come to power, they will change the livelihood. But in our community today, things are tough. People are dying for starvation. People are dying for grief. Can you imagine? Well, put your imagination in the world that the public web ministry gives them the massive process without giving them a child land, and when they will come to this community, it led to the death of an old woman. Can you imagine? So the thing that happened is 72. As I speak to you, they rushed people to hospitals because it shocked the entire community this morning. So what I want to say to Mr. Bwaka, you don't have time to be on this earth. We want you to do the very thing that is appoint people. They let you go. You keep on the mantra to undo harmonization policies. You keep on the mantra to empower the young people. The young people are languages forever. You just go in our community. So not people in our community because they put down the home of the so-called and the so. So what you expect? Yes, not just the kind of community, but to the contrary, with some police officer beating on the people cheering. For what? Because you told us that your rehab centers. Where are the rehab?
Okay.
Those guys are fake. They are still looters. Thank you for giving us opportunity.
We leave you right there. We leave you. Let's talk to the other person. Hello, sir. Go ahead. How are you? How you doing?
Yeah, okay.
Good evening. Quickly, let's hear you. Go ahead.
Okay. And my father needs to tell all your stats. But the whole country, I said, everybody that wants some. So you get guys and saying it, but in the next year.
Okay, thank you. We leave you right there. Let's take the other person. Hello, go ahead.
Yeah, okay. This is Washington back on the line.
Yeah, Washington, your line is better now. What were you saying?
No, I said that doing their own party haircut program, their parties in property announced the water. The water was taken away from him. I clearly indicate that the country is not safe, but on a very serious note.
That's right. Go ahead.
On a very serious note, you will see why in the net we don't have security. You will see in the day, all police people for with armed men harassing citizens, busting our well, taking our gas on it, saying that nobody should take gas in gas. When that start happening in Liberia. Serious. Even today they were around. That's a normal issue. So yesterday you see them passing with the paper full with drum of gasoline. So when they carry those people gasoline, what you can do with it? Sell it and share the money among themselves. Then in the net, all the security will go to pay. In the day, they start harassing peaceful citizens that are struggling to survive. So how will the country be safe? That report is right. We all are here. That advice shouldn't be taken by only Americans. Even the other Liberians are here. We need to be very careful. This country is not safe on the quote-unquote rescue administration. The country is so difficult to extend that security people are not harassing people saying that are struggling. Simply attacking market people. Fire service, gas officers attacking gas setup. So how will the people live? The country is bad, man. Very, very bad. Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much, Washington Swoop. We leave you right there, Washington. Let's talk to another person on the line. Go ahead. Let's hear you. 1 minute. Hello, sir. How you doing?
Fine, man. I'm Lawson calling from Pastor County.
Go ahead, my brother. Let's hear you.
Yes, I can know. But I said that when you America when you overnight, nothing happened. At that time, there's no statement released by American embassy. But now, on the brother, the statement they released by Liberia.
Yeah.
So I always understand that my people.
Yep. That's why it is. That's why it is, my brother. That's the whole confusing part of it. But thank you very much. We leave you. Thank you very much. Let's leave you right there. I mean, he was reminding us. You remember when President Walker came the last time? We are in power. He said the country not safe. By that time, America ain't issued no statement about our country. He who is president now, the country safe. America telling people say when they stealing from you in our country, don't fall. You for the men will kill you. This is not funny, but it is funny because it's happening under a rescue era. Let's talk to the president. Hello, go ahead. 1 minute. How are you, sir?
My name is President District 4.
District 4, Chief, go ahead.
Yeah, okay. I'm going to the report that you made right now. America said that it's not putting out logistic. I don't know putting out logistic. Look at going come on and put it out. My first thing put it out there long cover. So the money is what I use to buy logistic. It's not putting it come
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. The man already got, you almost got four to five cars in your convo. I know that. Thank you. We'll leave you right there. Let's talk to the other person. Hello, how are you? How you doing? Quickly, no time.
And I join you from a resident.
Go ahead, David.
Kind of go deploy to that place as soon as 5 a.m. this morning. I was in a red light area when I saw the convoy moving towards that end. I was even thinking about going to Starbase. That's what I thought. And then the guy was saying, but why so many the army people going like this? The people are security people, maybe they go to Starbase with our other friends over there. But to my almost surprise, I saw those guys today barricading an entire area. Even businesses that close up to the barrack, all the way on the road. They put barbed wire around those places. So Joseph Boakai, like the other guy said, Spencer said, the vote came out from over there for Joseph Boakai. Yeah, but we can't blame the people. Those people were told things that you could not imagine. So the anxiety had them to do what they did. And now what has happened to them, it reminds me about the Fennel case. You know, the party have always come to break down people's structure and don't do anything there. The Fennel demolition took place. They broke the people, decent houses in Fennel. Today that play lying room. The brother like don't have D for the land that they took the proof from. There's a bad die for that thing. One other man, also the one Nigerian man, who had a decent structure there, he also died. And this is how the United Party has always been, to make people displace, mass displacement, and mass death. That's what they always do. So we are seeing to our people what is happening in Santiago. They should take you because it will happen in other communities that governments eyeing. It happened on 24th Street. You run a 24th Street lane case. Mm-hmm. They open up a rebel struggle. They didn't do a jing thing there after their lying in room. So they will do a whole lot. That's how the United Party behave. CDC time, right after my power in CDC, he went and appealed to former President Weah. The former President Weah came with that thing and said, let the people be over there. I think it's necessary for us to renovate that marriage, for it to be in the heart of the city like that. Let the people be there. And the people have been there. They have been there. But equally so, the men who advocated for them, the men who pardoned them, they went against that man. So today, you think we should be in the advocacy now, advocating when our advocacy will not say anything. Humanly, what the kind of family is, you move a 3-car convoy with heavy security. So when the Americans are talking about the country not seeing, the citizens are not seeing what the government official has said. The government official and the brother said, every move, heavy protected convoy. I used to say he's a prime minister of Liberia.
Okay.
So all of them moving with convoy, 2M moving with convoy, Gregory moving with convoy, President Yimale moving with convoy, Jojo Boakai moving with convoy, everybody moving with convoy. And this is how we want to get vulnerable. The American people are right to tell us citizens, don't feel when somebody says, bring your food, give me a water, give it.
Thank you. We leave it right there, David King. Let's take 2 more, then we go home. Go ahead. This person, 1 minute. How are you? How you doing? Hello, sir. Let's hear you. No time. Okay. Wow.
I said I'm I got one cup of my watch and get two. Yeah. The thing is, look at the play the break. That's why I said the summer. You just freaking play the thing, you know? You're getting the people, you're not getting the money, just sitting on that dumb minute, huh? Hey, God. Why would come in, huh? Jesus. Look at the thing here, man. Get okay. Let's go.
I know, my brother. Thank you. I know. I understand. Let's talk to the last person. You should be the last caller. Hello. How are you?
Yeah, mommy,
Go ahead, man.
For me, I said when you told it, you said it, I mean, you want me to go to last week or November 2025. But they put it out there, you and later.
Yeah.
For me, I want to monitor you, but look for one of your silent listeners.
I know.
I want to love your show.
I know.
And that's the you made. And I said, yeah. And now that you know what's most my about to attack it, and I see it's the message that I say, what's talking, it's all in the assessment. The only thing they get assessment, and next thing they're going to do, they're going to do all assessment, and the next thing they're going to do the topic. And then, reckless government that we get, between all that you want, we're not correct. You see, the very first thing or anything that we don't even want to find, what's saying, but the men of God said it, and Liberians, they were listening. And now when you join in, that seven I never made. There's not a seven in Joe, you got to make that seven before. That in a start, in a seven, what can I say? Then the next thing you see again, people letting the certain, then the next thing that people coming to fight. So we don't know what to do now. We join in our come and water, because the next thing we drink, that's water. And that's water now coming to drink. I just said today, I just see it back. Yeah, it's very hard for me to go on your show, and the question I'm putting on your show. But then today, George came up with me yesterday after the time they lay down. When I lay down, you said, Mama, I feel when I still on war, there was series of war. But different than I got the people are fighting out of the day yesterday. See, your old child.
Yeah,
man. You said, oh, the last one war. George yesterday, the leg said, when I said it, that's today, I'm going to go back on that bone area of meditation. And when it's people that can only appear, the next thing they're going to do is see that they will start taking their certain thing on you. That is the next thing they will do.
We pray again. Thank you. We leave you right there. We got to go, Alexa. We got to go. The pastor who were warning us during the election, the pastor is on.
We're going to be back here on tomorrow. Until then, as the report says, Liberia is unsafe.
Y'all be careful
as a
out
citizen,
there.
Please be careful as you go about your
be careful.
normal activities, please.
You like example a small double pin you want you can do. Yeah. What you gotta do? Where is it? Where is this audio? Why is it not playing? Okay.
Now we're going to actually people of Liberia and George Ware. If you allow the opposition to win, you will suffer. The people of Liberia and George Ware. If you allow the opposition to win, you will suffer. The Liberians will suffer. Now we're going to make sheep. Poor will suffer. Rich will suffer. Every people will suffer. You see, all the four classes of human will suffer. We suffer. I'm not from Liberia, but that's the message of the Lord for the people in Liberia.
The pastor during the election, all the pastors are talking, the men were drunk. So the second people are sorry. Motorcyclists are sorry. All the people who are sacked from government are sorry. Young boys and girls who market it can be spoiled every day are sorry. All are not listening to the pastor. Like, we see you on tomorrow. God bless you. Bye-bye.
People of Liberia and George Ware, if you allow the opposition to win, you will suffer.